Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. And today on WTF, we're going to be covering the 2024 Harley-Davidsons and everything you need to know. We're going to be going over some myths and debunking some stuff with science and math. So let's do it. Loch Ness Monsters, Bigfoots, and the 24 Harley-Davidson Road Glide Street Glide. What do they all have in common? Let's figure it out. Hey, psst, I can tell you a little secret, right? Here's your little secret. On your 24 Road Glide Street Glides, you do not want to take that battery out. You don't want to disconnect that battery. And here's the reasons why. You disconnect that battery, it's going to cost you $75,000. There's a force field on this bike that if you disconnect that battery, it locks the whole bike up. And you got to take it to Harley, and it's going to cost you $75,000 to unlock it. I'm telling you right now, I heard it online. I heard from my boys online. They told me, they warned me, hey, be careful, you don't want to do that. And I don't even know how I'm going to get my power wire on my bike from my amplificator, because I'm going to have to press it. I'm going to have the whole thing's down. If somebody beats some sweat off me, I can take a couple pliers, man. I'm super scared because I don't have an extra $75,000 to unlock my bike, right? So I just thought I'd give you a warning because, you know, these bike shops, these mechanics, these Harley techs, they're not going to tell you that because they just want your $75,000. So don't tell them. Don't tell them I told you, okay? Okay? Because my online boys told me really this is the way it works, okay? So they're right. They're always right. Just going to get you in on that little secret. Okay, we're good. All right, our next myth. I literally get a call once a week about this one. It's pretty funny. Our next myth, but let's test out science and math. I could be way wrong because I haven't really worked on these. Just kidding. All right, our next myth that we got that I get phone calls on a weekly basis is if you disconnect the battery, it will lock up the bike, and it costs $75,000 from Harley to unlock the bike because it's so sophisticated. 75 grand to unlock a bike that's base price is $26,000. Okay, well, let's figure it out. I mean, I've been putting audio systems on for a while. I haven't had an issue, but let's just completely disconnect the battery and let it sit there. See what happens. Maybe I lock up the bike, I'm out 75 grand. Let's figure it out, science and math. All right. So we have this here. I'm going to find something to tape this off because I don't want to sparky. Let's do this. All right. So I've exposed the top of the battery here underneath the seat. It's not too hard. It's easy to get to. As you see, we already have our power wire for our amplifier in there. It was really tricky because I kind of had to hold it down because I couldn't disconnect it because we're all super scared of that. So that's the theory, right? So I'm going to keep this right here. And I'm going to, man, I just don't know if I want to do this or not. All right. Okay. Keep this screw so I don't lose it. Man, I hope this didn't cost me $25,000 because I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, well, I still got the ground ends, right? So we might as well undo both of them just in case. Even though the power's the power, the ground's the ground. Oh, that's the, I just don't know if I want to do this or not. All right, we're completely disconnected. We're completely disconnected. I'll put this over here. All right, I'm going to let this sit for like 10 minutes. And then we'll decide if I'm out 75 grand. If so, I think I might go to the casino tonight trying to win it back, but let's find out. It's just science and math. It's a moment of truth. Did it just cost myself $75,000? Let's figure it out. All right, we're going to put the ground back on first. So undo the factory ground and then the amplifier ground. Oh, I'm not hearing anything click. Uh-oh, I could be in trouble. I'm gonna go ahead and tie this down some. Get this nice and tight. All right. Here's the moment of truth. Hope I didn't make a mistake. I got some spark. Man, I sure hope I didn't make a mistake. All right, it's tight. Let's see what we got here. No way. Do we have power? No way. Oh, huh. Oh, that's crazy. Huh, let's see if it starts. I feel so much better. There you go, science and math. Why anybody in the world would think that undoing a battery is going to cause the bike to lock up, and Harley has to unlock it. And then the urban legend and myth grows that it's $75,000, right? Twice more than you paid for the bike for them to unlock it. What can we say? Science and math. Debunked. You're hanging in the parking lot, man. You're at the Chick-fil-A parking lot looking for chickies, right? You're just jamming out with your friends on your bike, your 2024 street glide or your 2024 road glide. You're just having a great time. You're just there to pick up some chicks, chill with your friends. You're jamming out your new music with your tunes you just got. And then all of a sudden the volume goes down. You hit that volume knob up top and it just doesn't get any louder. If it doesn't get any louder, it means I'm not going to get the chickies. And I'm probably not going to be able to afford Chick-fil-A because now I got to take the bike. It's all jacked up. I talked to my boys online. And you know what the boys online? The masters online told me it's got a short. You need to take that stuff back to your shop and tell them it's got a short and you need to figure it out. Because I'm not going to be able to sit there and jam Chick-fil-A, right, to get my chickies if I don't have a short in my bike. So you need to get my short out of my bike. I paid for that. You need to get rid of that. Take it back. Okay, so what is really going on with the bike when the volume stops? I mean, it goes up, but it stops. It has nothing to do with being installed wrong or, hey, there's an issue with your audio system. Let's take a look what's happening. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn the bike on right here. And I want you to take a close look at the voltage. And we're going to see what's happening here. And we're going to do some testing, and we're going to figure out exactly what's transpiring here. All right, so we're connected successful. What we're going to do here, we're going to get something that we want to listen to. Something that can draw a little bit of things. I'm not going to powerhouse this right now because I want to be able to showcase what's happening here. A little. Now we're probably going to have to mute this on the disc because, you know, now I want to walk over here, and now my volume just went down, so I'm going to turn it up. Oh, it won't go anymore. My radio must be broken. No, what's going on is the voltage has hit a certain spot on here that it then shuts that down, doesn't allow you to do it. Now, and it won't allow you to go up on it. Okay, so you see what's happening at 12 volts or a little below. What's going on is the bike is shutting the output out. It's stopping the output of the radio. It's conserving battery power so you can still start your bike. That is what's going on with a bike. There's no magic behind it. It's not installed wrong. You don't need to go back and figure out what's happening. It's a function of the CAN bus of the radio of the bike to allow you to be able to start the bike, and it won't get too low of a voltage. That's it. So, man, I was super excited, right? My bike got to go to SEMA, right? My bike got to go to SEMA. The manufacturers, you know, they're paying me like $2.1 billion to take my bike because it's the baddest bike out there, right? So I'm going to take a bike. It's a feature vehicle thing out there. I don't know exactly where it's parked at, what booth, but it's a feature vehicle thing. I think it might be outside. I think they expanded to outside. That's what's going on. Anyways, doesn't matter. My bike is going to SEMA, and it's going to go, and I don't want anything screwed up. Until I fly there, I don't want anybody to touch my audio system. So I'm going to put it in transport mode because my boys, right, VA38740 online, and all my rest of my homies online, they tell me all the time, that's transport mode. It's like valet mode for your audio system. Like, it can't play very loud. They can't damage your crap. So make sure you put, if you're going to SEMA this year, make sure you put your bike in transport mode so no one can mess with your audio system. Okay. Bam. Here we are. Let's now tackle the newest urban legend, which is there's a thing called transport mode on the 2024s, and it doesn't allow the volume to go all the way up, and it's kind of like a valet, like an alarm system for a car. So that way, when your bike is getting transported, it won't allow sound to not play fully, so somebody can't damage your audio system. All right, let's do the science and math behind this one. This one's a little bit more difficult to explain, but we're going to try to do it with science and math. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and turn the bike on. Going to make sure our key is sitting right here on top of the gas tank. We got two things we want to worry about right here. We have the high beam, which is up here, right? And then we have the left turn signal. So it's kind of like your index finger and then your bottom thumb. What we're going to do is once we turn the bike on and then we turn it back off, we're going to press and hold those for approximately 2 seconds. Oh, and we got this little truck with a bike on it. The bike is going to flash a few times, and now that's in transport mode. And what transport mode does, it allows you for the guy to keep the key fob in here, and it doesn't, when it's taking the motion, it's not activating the alarm, which then drains the battery during transportation. So this is what transport mode is. It has nothing to do with the audio system to go down, because the way you get it out of transport mode is all you got to do is just turn the bike back on, right? So I can just go accessory, and then it's out of transport mode, right? So if I want to go transport mode again, I just turn everything off. I think, if I can figure out how to do it with this one. Press and hold accessory, and it's in transport mode. But if I do the on again in accessory, it's going to go here. If I press and hold it, it's on. I press and hold it, it turns off. It's still in transport mode. So let's see if the audio works now in transport mode. We'll let it boot up. Okay, looks like we're playing with our radio. We have a long pause when you start up the bike. We'll give it some volume here. Okay, so even though it's showing here, and if you had Apple CarPlay, it's on the screen, this right here, until you hit play, is not working. Okay? So that's what's going on. It does need to be reset. Here I am. I'm here to tell you right now that I've talked to my online friends, and I'm telling you right now, these mechanics, these audio shops, these manufacturers of audio equipment, all these engineers don't know crap compared to the online guys, because we rule in the online world, right? We rule. We know what we're doing in the online world, right? I've got all my friends online. I ask them questions. They tell me how it is. Everybody else doesn't know crap. I'm going to prove it to you today. So the key, it's all the way down the road, right? This thing is not going to allow you to charge the bike. This bike puts out a magical force field that when I plug this charger and no lights are coming on, it's not going to charge your bike. You have to have that key on the seat. The bike is so spectacular. It's got super gigawatts and flux capacitors and everything else inside of it on this new super duper version 2024 and up bikes. They're so smart, they won't allow the charger to work unless you have the key on there, and the key allows it to do it. So I'm going to prove it to you. But watch, let's make this even better today. I'm going to look the end of that thing. Right? Let's plug that in. I'll show you. Plug it in right now. We got it right there. I'm going to get my handle thing right here. Now I'm going to take this end right here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to plug it in right here. And when I plug this in right here, you're going to see that none of these lights light up right here. Right? I'm telling you right now. My online friends know what they're talking about. Watch. Magic. I'm telling you, magic. I'm telling you, VA 38740, you're the man. All my other friends know everything about stuff online, my social media guys. You're right, right? None of these guys know. Look, it's not even lined up because it doesn't have the key to make the force field go away. You have to have the key to make the force field go away. I told you. Online, we got you. All right, guys. Key, 100 feet down the road, no problem. Key's not even near it. Harley says that key stops communication between 7 and 8 feet in that area right there. So the urban legend about this is there's a magical force field around that seat area that the fob is not seeing on the seat. This bike is so sophisticated, it will not allow, I'm having a hard time saying this, it will not allow you to charge the battery on the bike because the bike will say, no, I need my key to do it. Let's check it out. All right, here is our science and math setup. I've got my voltmeter here. I got my Norco 5-amp charger here. This is the factory charge cable that you plug your tender in all the time. I've now plugged the Norco with its adapter into it. I slid the voltmeter in there so we can get a good reading. I have the power from the wall. I've got the power from the Norco piece. Let's plug it in and see about this force field. It lights up, and when it turns red here, it actually turns on completely. We are sitting 11.87 volts, and it turns on right there. Oh, we bounced to 11.93, and we're going to be probably climbing. It's a miracle. The battery is charging without that key fob being on there. It's a miracle. It's 11.99 already. It's a miracle. Another one debunked. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's a lot of fun. So I hope you guys got to learn a few things about the 2024 bike. In all seriousness, there's some things there that can help you out. Number one thing is make sure when the bike you're working on it, if you're a shop or yourself, just put a battery tender on it the whole time it's sitting in there. You don't have to worry about it. When you're not riding it, put a battery tender on it. Move the keys 7 to 8 feet away. You don't have to worry about anything. It's not that big of a deal. Yes, they're a little bit more sophisticated than the older models, but it's not that tricky. Trust me, it's not that tricky. So until next time, stay safe, stay loud, and we'll catch you on the next one.